I've talked a lot about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure on this channel. I mean, it's mainly what I post, but I usually don't talk about fights in the show. Like, yeah, I might talk about stands or characters or more overall thoughts on a part, but usually do I ever actually talk about the fights in them. So in this video, we're going to be going over my top 5 favorite fights in all of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Jolene and Hermes are characters we basically don't get to see a lot together in Stone Ocean. You might think we do since Hermes is the main JoBro, but she's really only there for like 3 fights in Stone Ocean with Jolene. And one of the fights we see with her is Underworld. I love the Underworld fight. I love the stand Underworld in general. I think the fight of Underworld is really interesting because Versus uses Underworld in some very interesting ways, and I overall like the setting of it. It's underground in a dark, deep cave under a hospital. It's really eerie and creepy. I think the whole idea of Jolene trying to stop fate of the crash happening to her is crazy. I think it's a great way to set up that character. And the way that it goes afterwards, where Donatello's like, oh shit, I gotta get out of here, and he's like, weather report, and then like heavy weather happens, and it leads into that fight. I just overall couldn't ask for a better fight in all of Stone Ocean. Wonder of You is a fight that spans over almost 20 chapters, basically, so it's pretty long. Whenever it gets animated in the probably, hopefully, near future, it's probably gonna be like at least 10 episodes. It's crazy. Anyway, Wonder of You is a very good fight. It has a very good stand, and it has stakes. We follow Gappy, Yasuo, and Mamazaku as they basically just chase the Wonder of You and Toru trying to catch up to him. While Toru's doing everything in his path to seem like he is not actually the bad guy here, and he's just some random little fellow. Turns out, he wasn't. Anyway, I think this fight's really good just because of the tension it has, the stands, and how it all works together. And not to mention, I just really like Part 8. It's a great fight. White Album is a very well choreographed fight, probably one of the best fights in Part 5, at least top 3 for me. What I really like about White Album is just overall the way that the stand works, combined with Mista's terrible judgment sometimes. Mista is kind of hot-headed in this fight. He's willing to shoot Giacchio, even though Giacchio is covered in gently weaves, will just deflect his bullets. But he has faith in Giorno not to lose the fight after he's gone. And Giorno clutches, let me tell you. The music in the anime is amazing during this fight. I think it really brings the tension well. Also, the animation is gorgeous. When I think of White Album, I don't think of the manga, I think of the anime. That is a very important thing. The anime portrays this fight perfectly, and is one of the best fights in all of JoJo for that. Dio's World is a very good fight in JoJo. It's probably the most iconic one. It has the most iconic protagonist, the most iconic antagonist, and some of the best moments in all of JoJo. Let's just take, for example, here, like, I don't know, these 3 clips, and you just instantly know what fight they're from because of how iconic it is. Exhibit A. Exhibit B. And lastly, Exhibit C. What do all these clips have in common? They're in one of the best fights in JoJo. Not to mention, this fight has the funny little gimmick of Jotaro and Dio flying around their stands by kicking the ground with it, like kicking the ground with their stands and they fly up. I wish Araki used that more. I think it'd be really cool if, like, I don't know, sometime in Part 9 we see that again. So yeah, that'd be pretty awesome. Risotto versus Doppio is a perfect fight in JoJo. It has amazing choreography with Risotto using the stand extremely well, and Doppio trying to manage King Crimson while Diavolo is whispering his ear to tell him to do things. This fight shows 2 desperate people fighting for different things. Doppio and Diavolo are fighting to keep their identity a secret of who they really are. Risotto's fighting for, basically, to avenge his fallen comrades in the Hitman Squad, which is really sad to see. I love Risotto, and honestly I wish we got more screen time with him. We got a lot of screen time with him in the anime, but I feel like we could have even had a whole episode by himself, that much I loved him. Araki, if you're hearing this, please write a spin-off about Risotto and the Hitman Squad. That'd be really cool. Thank you. Anyway, yeah, this fight's amazing. Not really much I can say here. It's the perfect fight.